A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. I'm Ritwika Gupta. You're watching our World Tourism Day special episode where we'll be decoding travel trends, the role of technology and much more, putting a spotlight on hospitality brands and travel brands. In the first segment, we'll be speaking to Marriott International in conversation with John Toomey, Chief Commercial Officer, Asia Pacific, excluding China, Marriott International. And in the second segment, I'll be speaking to Manjari Singhal, Head Flipkart Travel. John, welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
So, I think India's travel, tourism, hospitality sector, it is entering a transformative phase, if I may say. But as somebody who is from the outside looking into India as a market, what is your perspective on it from the global perspective? How do you think this is going to be a pivotal moment for the country?
Well, we are very excited about the prospects for India. We would actually probably say it's one of our big bets, and I would go as far to say I think it's one of our safe big bets. We have, over the last 25 years, we've shot up to 160 hotels to be the largest hotel group in India.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the number of hotels that you have in the country, it's about the amazing population, the domestic travel, the outbound travel. India offers such amazing opportunities for the hospitality business if you're willing to jump in it.
Fantastic. Now, Marriott Bonvoy and Flipkart have entered into the first of its kind retail, travel, loyalty program. So tell us more about this, and also why was India the right market to pioneer this?
I love it. We found ourselves over the last few years, launching credit cards and doing airline tie-ups. But this is really truly a first of its kind, where we're bringing together travel and retail in one combined sort of loyalty integration. Between the two programs, we have close to 700 million members. Flipkart is the largest e-commerce platform in India, and Marriott's the largest global hospitality company. Together, bringing the programs together, each of the group's members are going to be able to benefit with each other's programs. And I think that's the beauty of it. If they link their accounts, they can start earning points on the Flipkart program.
Right. Tell me, what does a traveler today seek? Beyond just destinations, what are the unique experiences? What, according to you, are they seeking today?
Well, you nailed it. Today's traveler, especially Gen Y and millennials, they're looking for something off the beaten path. They're looking for something truly unique. If it's been done already, they're probably looking somewhere else to find something that hasn't been done. If we're able to deliver those type of experiences, if our hotels are able to grasp the destination and bring it to life, there's a really good chance we're going to start to win that booking.
Right. Marriott is a global brand, and I've always been curious because you're present all over the world, all over India as well. So when you go to different markets, how do you maintain your global identity but also add that local flavor?
Great question. It's not easy, I have to say. Here in India, we've got 18 of our 37 brands that are here, but we do have brand pillars that we try and make sure that we keep relevant for the respective brand. But it's really important that when a new Marriott Bonvoy hotel goes into a destination, that we not only bring the brand to life, but we wrap ourselves around the culture of the destination to make sure that comes through the hotel as well. People want it when they travel. They want to have a true, authentic experience, and the best way to do it is keep it a hyper-local experience.
So through this partnership, you're also tapping into Flipkart's digital ecosystem. Tell me, does that change the way you are interacting with customers today, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, it's merging these two programs together. We'll be interacting with our customers in a different way. We'll be letting our Marriott Bonvoy customers know the opportunity they have with linking their accounts with the Flipkart loyalty program. But we'll be letting them know that not only can they earn points when they stay in our hotels, but they'll be able to earn points when they are shopping on Flipkart, on the Flipkart platform. To me, that's super exciting. So now they can learn and earn points every day in everyday transactions.
All right. And now today, data is the new currency. So are you also going to be leveraging some of the customer insights that you're gaining from Flipkart, perhaps to curate, even more unique experiences for your customers?
Well, I think so. I think what we'll do, our marketing teams will come together. They'll look at the analytics. They'll find the best type of travel experiences that resonate well with consumers, members of each of the programs, and we'll be sure to put those type of offers, the ones that really capture a consumer's heart, in front of those consumers.
So tell me something, zooming out a little bit, what role do you really see technology playing in the hospitality sector? What sort of impacts, what sort of new innovations is Marriott making?
Well, we actually opened up an AI studio in our headquarters, and we're doing all kinds of experimentation on how we improve our personalization, make travel experiences easy for our associates to deliver to our top customers, and things of that nature. It's an evolving space. We're going to launch our new global tech center in Hyderabad, I think in early October, and so that's going to be super fun as well. Technology is always moving forward, and we just have to make sure that we don't stay still and we move forward with it.
All right, John, tell me, how is this partnership going to be like impacting your overall South Asia strategy?
Right now, it's the focus is on India right now. Our hotels, our domestic hotels, will be live on Flipkart as of today. But over the coming months, it will go international as well. So Flipkart travelers that are shopping on that platform will be able to travel anywhere they want in the world and earn Marriott Bonvoy points and Flipkart points as well.
Right. And what are the biggest travel trends are you seeing these days, especially in the hospitality sector?
I think the one is you and I were sort of just touching on. We are seeing that travelers are looking for really unique experiences, and if we're able to deliver those type of experiences both in hotel stay, in restaurant and bars, when they're dining in our restaurants and bars, we're going to capture their hearts. We know they're going to come back and stay with us even more.
All right. John, our show Leaders of Tomorrow is watched by a lot of young entrepreneurs, startup founders, small business owners. So for businesses who are in the hospitality sector, what advice would you give them?
I would say follow your dreams. The space is, it's crazy to say this, but there's still so much more to do, and I feel like even if you feel like you're still on the runway, there's plenty of runway to take off and do what make a difference in the industry.
Right, and as we mark World Tourism Day, tell me, what sort of a message would you like to give to the travel industry, to larger travel industry, in terms of how they can make the sector more inclusive, more sustainable?
Travel makes the world a better place, for sure. And I feel like if everybody leans in on that, they travel, they experience other cultures, there's going to be an appreciation and a much more harmonious globe.
Right. One last question, and because our theme for this season is agility, ambition, ascent, and the idea behind this theme is that, given all that's happening around the world, macroeconomic volatility, supply chain disruptions, and travel and hospitality is one of the, first sectors to get hit. What advice would you have in terms of navigating, through uncertainties?
Uncertainties are probably the only thing that's going to be certain, and they're going to be ups and downs. It's just staying strong, riding it out, knowing that there's going to be something, a positive outcome at the end of it, and but just go with the flow, and life is going to be okay.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us, John.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. It's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. You're watching our World Tourism Day special episode, and in this segment I'm in conversation with Manjari Singhal, Head Flipkart Travel. Manjari, welcome to ET Now Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Same here, happy to be here.
So, Manjari, this Tourism Day, World Tourism Day, we are seeing lines blurring between retail, lifestyle, travel, and I think that's really exciting. But I want to open this interview by asking you, what role does e-commerce play in shaping travel at large?
Sure, and I think let me just quickly introduce the partnership that we have just signed with Marriott, right? And that is the exact role that e-commerce play in ensuring that travel is at the center and the heart of it for retail as well. Flipkart enters into a partnership with Marriott where both loyalty programs come together, and you can link your loyalty programs and in turn exchange super coins to Marriott Bonvoy points and vice versa. Your card takes you places now, so every time you shop on Flipkart you earn Marriott Bonvoy points, which in turn can be redeemed towards a Marriott Bonvoy night.
Sure. So what role does e-commerce have to play in the larger travel industry? If you could talk to us about that as well.
Sure. I think travel and e-commerce are linked. Every time you travel, you shop, and by virtue of that, we are tied at the hip.
Right.
When you look at starting to plan for a travel, the first thing you do is, do you have the right wardrobe? Do you have the right accessories? And I think e-commerce and the speed at which e-commerce is evolving has a very, very important role to play. And I think if I look at quick commerce as such, every time you've forgotten to buy something, I think that plays an extremely important role to ensure that you don't have to worry about it anymore. You can get it at any point in time.
Right. Flipkart has changed the way people shop. So why travel? What motivated you? What got you interested into this partnership? If you can just elaborate on why travel.
Sure. I think if you partner in the same ecosystem, you are limited by that ecosystem. This partnership is two very, very different worlds coming together. There is retail and then there is hospitality, which is getting linked. We individually already have a very large scale program, right? If you look at Marriott Bonvoy has extreme amount of loyalty attached to it. If you look at Super, it's probably one of the largest scale loyalty program. I think it merits combining the two and in turn creating even more loyalty out of it.
All right.
And that is what got us excited and made us build this partnership together.
So given the rising, aspirations of young India as well, there are a lot of young consumers, who are looking to travel, who are looking to explore the world. Tell me, how does this program, how is it not only aspirational but also accessible to the younger demographic?
Sure. I think you rightly said, right, this younger audience is seeking far more experiences than, let's say, the earlier generation did. They are not afraid to try newer things. They are not afraid to break the boundaries and say, these are the list of places I want to go to. How this partnership helps is that you don't necessarily have to wait to be able to afford a holiday, which is your dream holiday. You shop on Flipkart, your regular purchases that you would any which ways do, and accumulate super coins and Marriott Bonvoy points, which will allow you to build your dreams in some effect.
Right. What about in the tier 2 and tier 3 markets? How does this partnership help to unlock their true potential?
I think similarly, given Flipkart has deep roots in tier 2, tier 3, and the other advantage which I missed mentioning was that it's not limited to Flipkart alone, right? Flipkart group companies and all partners of Supercoin in turn are coming together to be partners here, right? So there is Myntra, there is ClearTrip. So technically a very, very wide user base is able to access now Marriott through Supercoins.
Right. With the rising digital adoption, it's also changing the way people are selecting their trips, choosing, booking, their tickets. So tell me, what sort of trends are you seeing, especially since you're leading Flipkart Travel, what are the biggest trends that you're seeing in terms of how people are pursuing their travel plans?
Sure. I think one of the biggest change that is happening is travel is moving towards more experiential trends in nature. People are wanting to not just travel and visit the big tourist destination. They are wanting to get immersed into the destination that they want to go to, and hence trip planning, research towards the trip, talking to more people, and social media is at the helm of it, right?
Yeah.
You see so much content around what are the best 5 things to do when you go, what are the edgy things to do, what are the hidden secrets behind that place. I think people are spending due time in trying to understand the culture of the place that they are wanting to travel to, rather than just look at the top 5 things to do when you travel, right? That is one. I think international travel is the other one, with more direct flights coming in, with access opening to larger tier 2, tier 3 towns also of Southeast Asia, Middle East. I think you are seeing a lot more younger audience wanting to travel outside. Within India, I think like Goa has been at the helm of it, and I think it will continue to be. But we do see a large increase in spiritual travel as well. So a lot happening. I think this industry never stops to surprise you, and I think we do see a lot changing in this industry.
Sure. India's growth in the tourism sector is also marked by inclusion as well. Tell me, what role can e-commerce and technology play in also helping perhaps smaller businesses in the value chain?
Sure. I think one thing that a large e-commerce player like Flipkart provides to anybody is access to a large user base, right? We have people engaging very, very frequently with us almost every single day. That access itself is enough for somebody to say that this is my right user base, this is how I want to engage with this user base.
Right.
This is how I want to partner with this user base, and how can I activate it.
Sure. And if you had to actually advise, people who are in the business of travel today in India, what are the 2-3 tips you would tell them? What should they watch out for?
Sure. I think it's a growing industry. It's also a fast changing industry, right? Like I was saying, at some point you would go to an agent and plan your trip because he or she knew it best. You have now AI helping you plan that, right?
Yeah.
So I think be agile, seek out the right partners. I think it's also an industry where people do come together to support each other. Find the right partner that can help your cause. You necessarily don't need to do everything from scratch.
Right. You mentioned AI. Is that going to play a big role in the travel industry in time to come?
100%. I think given that it's an industry where people like to engage and understand before they act on it, it's also an industry where it's not transactional at all, right? You would like people travel once a year, twice a year, right? You would like for it to be the best travel memory that you create. Given that, I think AI will play a very large role in ensuring that the planning is right. Nobody wants to miss out on an experience when you travel, because you don't really know when is the next time you are going to go to that destination.
Right.
So AI will be at the helm of it.
So tell me, what are you expecting from this partnership?
I think a lot, honestly. Like I said, it's 2 giants coming together. I do expect that it will help us build a far more loyal base within Flipkart itself. I think it will also help us empower people to travel better, to travel more aspirational. Flipkart has always been about making dreams come true, right?
Yeah.
Like it provides access, it provides affordability to people. I think this is one such access which a lot of people have not dreamt of, and I think with this partnership we can enable that.
E-commerce and travel coming together is something unique that we are talking about right now. You also mentioned quick commerce earlier. Is that something that's a possibility as well? Because people are definitely ordering gifts and food and everything on quick commerce, but travel, is that a possibility?
See, travel is a digital product, so it's as quicker than, or it's rather quicker than how quick commerce is.
If I want to travel to, Jaipur tomorrow, I can just do it on an app? Is that a...
Yeah, that happens today, honestly, right? It's not hard. Earlier you would visit a place, then stand in queue, book tickets, all that's become online. So honestly, if you want to go not just to Jaipur, if you want to go to anywhere in the world, you could travel tomorrow, and nothing stops you from doing that.
So, just to sort of, wrap up our conversation, like I had asked John as well, the theme for our show this season is agility, ambition, ascent. And, the travel industry during COVID, it did take a hit. Tell me, what is your advice to all the entrepreneurs watching our show today in terms of how they can navigate uncertainties and challenges in the industry?
I actually fully concur with what John said, right? Uncertainty is the only certain thing that exists in life. I think you need to just stay put. There is always change that is like if industry changes for the worse, it comes back. I think if you look at post-COVID, travel would be the fastest growing industry for anybody, right? So while there was a time where people struggled, there is also a time now where there is so much change happening. Access has come back to people, revenge travel is happening, people are looking at travel in very different light. So just stay put is how I would like to put.
Well, thank you so much, Manjari, for your time.
So
it was lovely chatting with you.
It was lovely chatting with you.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. We hope you enjoyed the conversations. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.